Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Just a Normie channel. If you're new, please like, subscribe, and share. And today we're going to talk about Superman and Lois, Season 1, Episode 6, Broken Trust. My review, my thoughts, and before I get off here, I didn't even know it was coming back. So I'm almost 3 weeks, 2 weeks behind, I think, 3 weeks behind, I think, and stuff. And from all indications, the frickin' numbers are in the toilet after that little break they took. But the show seems to be still on track and doing well. From what I can tell, no woke bullshit, of course. So here we go. So, this will contain spoilers. This is episode 6, which I must admit I didn't realize came back. So I'm a little behind. This is Broken Trust. I have to say, I really like this guy, Tyler Hoechlin, as Superman. I truly do. His dynamic and his charisma is just great. I know I keep saying that, but damn, he is so good at the role. I can't say it enough. After airing its 5th episode back in March, Superman and Lois went off the air for nearly 2 months, leaving fans on a massive cliffhanger. After being taken to a special facility overseen by the Department of Defense, Tag Harris, who developed superpowers after an accident that went down at the Chester mines, returned to Smallville to take his frustration out on an unamusing Jordan Kent, the son of Clark Kent. Superman Lois Lane was blindsided by Tag, and who now had super speed abilities that allowed him to pummel Gordon repeatedly with his fist and come out of the fight, was left up in the air at the end of episode 5. Now, after a long wait, Superman and Lois finally returns with an all-new episode, and it picks up right where the best of Smallville left off. Indeed, as Broken Trust begins, Tag is still attacking Jordan in the middle of the night, blaming him for the accident at the Chester mines that gave him powers. I suspect it's the red kryptonite that got shot by Jordan, that maybe was in a powder form, and he maybe inhaled it and gave him his powers. I don't know. Jordan activates the device given him by his parents, and with the press of a button, Superman flies to the scene to interrupt the fight. Tag is taken by surprise. Instead of facing off with the Man of Steel, his super speeds away, his powers derailing a trail in his wake. While Superman gives chase, he has no choice but to stop and catch the train, and once the crisis has been averted, Tag has gotten away again. This entire situation with Jordan is a real testament to the actor and his role. I thought these two kids would become annoying, but they have kept it going so well. We are getting an origin story of what Superman went through, but instead it is his son that is growing into his powers, which I'm really liking how the son is going about this, with this typical rebellion of a teenager going through what normal teenagers normally do, but instead he is having to deal with powers of his father. I am still waiting on his brother to obtain powers as well, which I think would be interesting. From Jordan wanting to use his powers against bullies, when in fact Clark's Superman has that same feeling of wanting to just straight up kill. But what we take away from this situation is that with great powers comes great responsibilities, which we'll always hear in Spider-Man, for example. I love the way it comes across all the time. This episode was a Jordan-centric episode, and I didn't mind it. The way it was presented was so well done, to him getting his butt kicked by his friend Tag that thinks he is behind his powers. I think in a way he is. Not directly, but indirectly, you know what I'm saying? It becomes clear after an attack by Tag that Jordan's powers are emerging due to a blunt force by Tag. Perhaps or no. That is the way I see it. Every time I see him gain powers, that is due to the situation that warrants it. You know, it's like jolts him awake. You know, in the lead up to the football game against their former high school metropolis, Jordan gets to prove his mettle to the jocks who used to bully him. John also steps onto the field as a replacement quarterback, leading his team to victory. However, an angry pack of metropolis players tackles Jordan to the ground, dogpiling on him. This triggers another flare-up of his heat vision inside Jordan. And at this time, He can't put a lid on it. What I found so cool in this episode is that his father, Superman, rushes to his aid in the effort to allow his father to take the blast in the palm of his hand, hiding his abilities and the great power. These little moments are so refreshing to see a father and son dealing with the emergence of his powers that once Superman had to deal with, but he had no one to help him. Even his human father had a hard time, helping him as well, but did. Clark goes back to the hotel to unpack what just happened. John comes clean about Jordan's headaches before the game. Their father is obviously angry about the lie, but before the discussion can go any further, Clark overhears a conversation about the daughter missing. While her parents were away on a date, Sarah was babysitting her little sister. But Tag Harris came knocking on her front door. Clark flies off to look for her, but not before ordering his sons to stay in the hotel. Eventually, Superman finds Tag and Sarah. Tag is confused about his powers, and he has only taken Sarah because she is his friend, and he believes that she can help him. Superman attempts to calm Tag down, but he is interrupted by General Sam Lang's soldiers who aren't interested in talking. This is an really interesting part that comes up. What comes next is so interesting. Superman locates Tag. Superman speeds in front of him to block him from being hit or killed. However, what was unexpected was that one of the soldiers fires kryptonite, which manages to wound Superman, of course. What comes is Superman's own anger almost gets the better of him, but he puts it in check. It further helps solidify the importance of talking to Jordan about what happened to him to save Tag from the DoD and his father. But this entire episode theme is very much about limits, responsibility of having great power, and how to use it. We move away from Clark and the boys and into Lois' story with the stranger Captain Luthor. Morgan Edge's personal super and the mines. In getting to wrap this up, Clark hammers home to the importance of the fact that his powers, Jordan, come with responsibilities, and no matter what happens, he will always be tested and pushed to the limit. Just as Clark had to use all his morals to do the same, even against his enemies. But what really gets me also about this episode is how human these boys come across. I really enjoy it. The breakdown in tears, wishing he didn't have powers, Lois consoling her son, but at the same moment, Jordan begins to convulse violently. His powers appear to flare up in his body yet again. Lois calls for Clark, who rushes to the front of the house. Without hesitation, Clark grabs him and blasts off into the sky to take his son to the Fortress of Solitude. To have his son analyzed, he is coming into his heat vision and hearing, according to his grandfather. So the episode ends there. Let me know what you think about episode 6, Broken Trust. I loved it. I'm really enjoying this show. I hope that it continues on. I'm very worried about the show now that the numbers are in the toilet right now. But like, subscribe, and share, and we'll be talking to you later. Bye.